Hey guys, it's Dwayne with Enfurio, where we teach people how to build their retirement account in a much shorter time frame by using something called the power of one. And I'm also on a mission to help find a cure for my little girl who has a rare genetic mutation. So, with that being said, I want to encourage you, first of all, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. But I'm going to do an analysis on a trade. I want to do just a quick analysis. I don't know if you guys caught a headline that was made today, but I want to share it with you because this headline is a pretty big headline. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And if you noticed, the headline that came out was that the FDA panel backs over-the-counter birth control. There's several headlines about it. FDA advisors vote unanimously in favor of allowing first over-the-counter birth control. FDA panel backs first over-the-counter birth control pill. There's a lot of different headlines about it out there. And the pill that it's talking about is a pill called Opal. Now, I like to look outside of the box and I like to say, okay, hold on. If they're approving birth control for over the counter, what other companies, as soon as this goes through, what other companies are going to apply to have their birth control over the counter? And so it got me Googling to look at a possible analysis in the market. One thing I've learned is that the sine wave is God's blueprint on the universe. And I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes you just know something needs to go up and then bam, the positive news hits. There's other times you know something needs to go down and then bam, the negative news hits. But I find that the sine wave actually predicts the news, as strange as that is. So I went to look and I Googled who is the largest manufacturer of birth control. And it lists a few companies. But one of the companies in particular is called Teva. Teva or Teva. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Teva Pharmaceuticals. So I went to look, and I want to look at this and do just an analysis on their chart to see if this looks like one of those things where you need to have your ears pinned back and look to see what's ahead. So I want to go ahead and I want to pull up Teva. Pull up Teva. Teva Pharmaceuticals. And the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this on a larger time frame chart, and then we're going to kind of reduce it down to find out exactly where this can go. So if we look at this on a 1 month chart, meaning that every one of these candlesticks represents 1 month worth of data, we can see the chart. We can see that Teva went up and Teva came down. And if you notice one thing in particular, you're going to see right here, this peak, this is support. In fact, we've made this nice dome-shaped arch, and that's what you like to see on trading. There's a good chance that we see, Teva start to break out here and start to come back up the chart. And, it certainly looks that way. Of course, there's always a chance that it could push lower. So I want to take a look at where it could go if it goes higher and where it could go if it goes lower. And then I'll give you my opinion about how I would scale in to this particular trade. So let me go ahead and expand this out. Let's take a look at this. If we look at this on a month chart, obviously, it looks like it's a buy now. Where could it come back up to? Well, look at this valley right here. Look at this valley. It could easily come back up here to around $36. Could easily come back up there to around $36. Now it's at $8 right now, $8.35. So that's around a 4x gain if it was to come up to $36 from where it currently resides. Now, is there a chance that we could see this go down? Yes, there's always a chance that we could see this come up and we could see this come down again. Where's the possibility if it goes down? Well, if we look at where the possibility is if it goes down, the peak and the red candlestick that it has not came back and hit yet is all the way down here. All the way down here. So let's take a look at that level. If we look at that particular level, we can see that that's around $2, maybe a little less than $2, around $1, probably $1.70 to $2, right in that area. That's a possibility. Right now, it looks like a very slim chance, but whenever you're using proper risk management and trading, you've got to be cognizant of where the market can go, not only if it goes up, but where it can go if it goes down. And once you know those key points, then it's just a matter of managing your risk to be able to win in the end. So how I would play this particular trade, obviously, in my opinion, it looks like a buy now on this chart. I would buy a little bit now, probably maybe whatever I'm risking, I might buy a third of my risk, let's say right now. But let's also look and see where is a good entry point on a lower time frame chart. So let me reduce this down to a day chart. What do we see here? We see right here, there's a peak right down here that it hasn't came back to right here. That's a good entry point. What is that level? Let's take a look. That is around $7.44. Little less than a dollar less than where it is now. Let's see if this entry point holds up on some of the shorter time frame charts. So let's go down to a four-hour chart. What did we say? We said around $7 and around $7.50, $7.40, somewhere in that range. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. If we look at a 4-hour chart, we can see right here, look, boom, there's the peak. It does look like it caught it right here on a wick. Looks like it caught it on a really quick, what's called flash crash down. So there's a chance that this could go up here. It may not even come down here. But if we look at what that level is, of course, it still hasn't hit it on the day chart, so it still could come back down there. But if we look at what that is, that's about that $7.40 range that we were looking at. Let's go ahead and let's reduce this down to a 30-minute chart and see if we can still see the same levels. And if we reduce this down to a 30-minute chart, we see that that peak is right over here. What is that? Let's take a look. That's around $7.40, $7.50. So this would be a good second entry point. This is already pushed down here. So if I was playing the trade, I would take a third of my risk. I'd go ahead and buy now. Just on the off chance that it does go up from here, it may not come down to these levels. I would go ahead and I would buy now, and then I would look to buy more down here at around $7.40, $7.50, with another third of my risk if it came down there. And then if it came all the way back down to that $2 level, let's go back to the 1-month chart. If for some reason this broke down to the downside and hit this right around $2, maybe a little bit less, $1.80 to $2 in that range, I would go ahead and use the last third of my risk to buy there. Probably not going to buy down at those levels, but it's good in my opinion to leave yourself a little bit of margin so that you can manage your risk correctly and you can protect yourself against the downside as well as be able to capitalize on that upside. But, you know, looking at the news that they're starting to approve birth control as an over the counter medication, I can only imagine where the possibilities are of where this trade could come back up to. And you know, it's came back down, it's hit corrections. I mean, this looks really, really good, guys. It looks really solid to possibly go up here to 36. Now, I probably wouldn't take it to 36, but you know, once I've made a decent little profit, once I've taken it maybe up in this range, up here at around 23, $20, somewhere in there, maybe even right in here, maybe even around 13 to $16. That's about 100% gain. That's about a 2x gain from where it stands right now. You know, if it came up there fairly quickly, I would probably take the profits there and then go look for another bargain in the market. But you know, this certainly does look like it's a really good buy right now, and it certainly looks like it has the potential to come back up here to $36. I wouldn't be surprised in the least to see this turn the corner and start making its move and coming back up the chart over the next few months. So with that, that's my analysis. Remember, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye for now.